Among the highest villages in Cyprus, Chandria does not shout, it echoes. Every stone here remembers. Every tree bends to a story older than memory. The birth of a village, myths and origins. Evidence of Byzantine rural monastic settlements near Chandria. Small chapels once served isolated hermits. During the Frankish Lusignan period 1192 to 1489, Chandria began taking shape as a small agricultural community in a protected mountainous enclave. The Venetian period 1489 to 1571 elevated its strategic importance. The area, Gramata, is connected to Cardinal Marco Cornaro, a key landowner and relative of Queen Caterina Cornaro. Locals believe ruins in the forest belong to a villa or fortified manor. Gramata also holds epigraphic value, potentially linked to historical inscriptions, votive stones, or place names tracing medieval literacy and governance. Geology focus. Chandria sits on the southern flank of the Troodos ophiolite, part of one of the best preserved pieces of ancient oceanic crust on Earth. The rock formations date back to the Upper Cretaceous period, 92 million years ago, when Cyprus lay on the seabed of the Tethys Ocean. Exposed foliated gabbros, a type of intrusive igneous rock, are visible just outside the village and extensively studied. These rocks form part of the cumulate sequence of the Troodos Massif and offer evidence of the mantle crust transition zone, a rare exposure globally. The Chandria-Palendri region is a global field site for structural geology, used in textbooks and geoscience courses. Historical and social focus. The Church of Agios Georgios, likely built in the early 18th century, is one of the oldest in Pitsilia. Its tree-mounted bell is a living symbol of rural ingenuity and sacred resilience. The Church of Archangel Michael, built in 1992, represents a spiritual renewal during the post-independence era. Chandria's role in the Aoka liberation struggle. Birthplace of Stylianos Linus, Aoka commander and martyr, died in 1957 during a British ambush. The village became a refuge for fighters, given its high elevation and forest cover. Trail 1. Doxasi o Theos to Matari Fire Lookout. Its distance is 3.8 kilometers duration, 1.5 hours in difficulty, moderate. It begins at the point known as Doxasi o Theos, Glory be to God, where panoramic views of Morpha Bay, Kyrenia Range, and the Mesoria Plain unfold. Trail 2. Taija Tismadaris. Its distance is 3 kilometers circular route duration, 1 hour in difficulty, easy moderate. Named after Taija, walls, steep natural cliff faces resembling battlements, created through tectonic fracture and erosion. Historical and emotional arc. Post-1960s urban migration. By 2020s, Chandria had fewer than 130 permanent residents. Once vibrant primary school closed, though revived as a summer youth camp. Interviews with Cypriots abroad, Australia, South Africa, UK, who recount village life, walnut harvests, Easter liturgies. Historical and emotional arc. Post-1960s urban migration. By 2020s, Chandria had fewer than 130 permanent residents. Once vibrant primary school closed, though revived as a summer youth camp. Interviews with Cypriots abroad, Australia, South Africa, UK, who recount village life, walnut harvests, Easter liturgies. Focus on innovation. Chandria now hosts the Cassini Space Camp Cyprus, a European initiative bringing young learners to the mountains for astronomy, AI, robotics, Earth observation, and climate data workshops. E-portfolio development and science project mentoring. Chandria is being reimagined as a STEAM education hub tied to sustainability, deep ecology, and digital futures. In Chandria, time folds. The Earth's crust remembers, the wind whispers ancient prayers, and the stars above still wait for new dreamers. Here, where resistance once echoed through pine trees and minerals, the future is quietly being born.